been waiting. Seen a lot of come and go, so what you saying? Waiting for these dreams to take flight. Been putting in work, but no one's around to make things right, to make things tight. There's a time, I'm told, but we ain't getting younger. We only getting maybe irrelevant. I wait on you while the others laugh. Alright, I got you. I know you though, we talk so often. The promise is told, have you forgotten? Not my will, but your will be done. Get set while I imitate the sun. Jesus, I'm so essential. Something like a phenomenon. 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 Trust and obey sounds repetitive, but that's the word, that's the only way we getting this. And if he chooses not to bring it to pass, he need to suck it up, homeboy, you big gas. I don't think that way, what you believe in? I think those dreams are in your heart for a reason. No argument's sake, I'ma step back and walk out the path ahead, look out for cracks, and focus on the harvest given. Proceed with clean living, rhymes of gold without addition. Accept the things you can't change, and change the things you can with the sense not given by man. Damn, so a saint or alcoholic, make room for the crew that holds a high calling. Prepare for your ride, keep it moving. In due time we gon' see who's who. I'm so essential. Something like a phenomenon. I'm so essential. Something like a phenomenon. I'm so essential. Something like a phenomenon. I'm so essential. Something like a phenomenon.
This is a
squad.
BS3 Sports. Okay, sports news, get it first when you're getting off of work. Even when you're at work, acting like you're working hard when you're hardly working. I'm a maverick like Dirk, getting Franklins like Kirk. Hold up, boy. X-Squad, you don't know them boys? Being talking facts on every topic. Overall, we just talking noise, just being boys. Covering Texas sports in them tall hills. That with the fake pass over to Elliott. Better guard your grills like a car for real. Yeah, Cowboys gonna bring a bowl back, Lord willing. Yeah, Mavericks gonna bring a ring back with Mark in it. We live sports, we talk sports, we dream sports, we eat sports. The teacher about to teach the course. Welcome to BS3 Sports.
The weekly show.
Bruce! Oh man, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to the BS3 Sports Show. Today's show entitled #NBA Summer Feelings. We'll be talking about moves from this NBA summer. Specifically, the move from yesterday, Russell Westbrook getting traded for CP3 and a bunch of picks. So we'll be talking about that trade. We'll also be having a couple of special guests on the show for tonight. We'll have Eazy and Jay of Passionate Sports Talk. Also, we'll have Tyler Esparza-Powell on the show. Frequent guests, have him on the show numerous times. Want to get him on, talk about Mavs, talk about the moves the Mavs have made. Also get his feelings on the trades, what is going down from this week and last week. I mean, we had some really big moves this week and last week, and all the big fish have dropped. The big story now is, where is CP3 going to go? Is he going to stay with the Thunder? I don't think he is. I don't think he's going to play a game with the Thunder, even though OKC has seemed to have said that themselves. But before we get into that talk, we will talk some other sports from the week as well. NFL first, I want to talk about Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon, running back for the Chargers, has decided that he wants a new deal or he will walk. Was a little bit surprised to see this. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but for him to hold out or get a new deal, one or the other, I don't know if his numbers match up to that. I get it. You should get paid for playing in this sport. You should get paid for playing in this game. It's a child's game, but it's a game where you get paid bukus of money. So I get it. I was just a little surprised to see Melvin Gordon. I don't know you guys' thoughts on it. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to the BS3 Sports Show. Also, if you are listening to this after the show is over, thank you as well for tuning in. And shout out to X Squad Radio, which the show is on. Also, shout out to the fam over at the No Phony Podcast Network. Also, the show is heard on Rapture Ready Radio, which is on Live 365. So you can check it out on all of those avenues. So much appreciated. But Melvin Gordon will make $5.6 million in 2019. This is his final year of his rookie deal. I don't know if Melvin Gordon has done enough to warrant this type of response from him. But I know he was, at the least top 10 or so, maybe in the past couple of years. But I don't know if the Chargers are going to be the one to bite and take this on. I don't know if they're going to be the ones that's going to be willing to do this. Also, other news, Albert Haynesworth. If you remember Albert Haynesworth, formerly played with the Titans. Then he went over to the Redskins. He is suffering from kidney failure. He's taken to Instagram, the story says, to help find a donor. That's sad. You know, I wasn't really the biggest fan. Of Albert Haynesworth. But I would definitely say, you know, when somebody's in a situation like this, I think you should, us just as human people, also as sports fans, say a prayer for Albert Haynesworth. I hope that he gets the kidney that he needs. I hope he gets the treatment that he needs. That's, you know, something that you, or at least I wouldn't wish on anybody if that was the situation that you were in. So keep your prayers up for Albert Haynesworth. Other NFL news as well. NFL is trying to expand the schedule to 18 games. That's a lot, because then you would have 18 games during the regular season. You would have preseason games. I'm thinking they would maybe diminish those games. Then you would have your postseason games leading up to the Super Bowl if you go that far. But the NFLPA, according to the story on The Score, rejects the idea of an 18-game slate. And so the players aren't interested. And I 100% agree. Why would you want to be, as much as injuries go down, as much as your body's on the line every single week, why would you want to risk that even more? And that's my concern, and I'm sure that's what the players' concerns are. Shout out to Kevin, Clutch Talk Sports, in the building. Thank you for tuning in. He'll be doing something great at SportsCon. I believe that is this weekend. Shout out to you and Clutch Talk Sports. Also, Sports Radio America. That's going to be going down the 12th through the 14th. And they'll have some shows. We'll be interviewing, I'm sure, some great athletes. So make sure to follow Clutch Talk Sports, also Sports Radio America on TuneIn Radio, so that you can be in the know whenever they drop one of their shows. We're live here already at SportsCon here in Fair Park, which is in Dallas. So any Dallas people tuning in, I would suggest if you're in that area or if you even just want to stop by, it'll definitely be worth your while. But when it comes to the NFL extending games, I don't think it's going to happen because these players are already concerned of their health. They're already concerned about if their bodies can withstand going through a season. Some of them are retiring early. Some of them are taking precautions. Some of them are taking what we call management call that they don't want to die for a particular ball because of that instance. Shout out to Melvin. Thank you for tuning in to the BS3 Sports Show right here on X Squad Radio. Appreciate you for tuning in. Share the show. If you're tuning in right now, you got a friend, you got somebody out there that loves listening to sports, share the show so that you can join in on the show chat room. Those listening in the background, thank you guys for tuning in. You can join in the chat room. All you have to do is create a profile under your name, under your email, under your Twitter, under your Facebook. You can join in on the conversation. It gets interesting. It gets live. But it's 100% worth your while joining in on the conversation. So what it sounds like is that the NFLPA has declined wanting to be involved in extending it 18 games. 100% agree with that. NFL training camp is going to be coming up very soon. Very soon. Cowboys are going to be reporting, I believe, on the 25th. So football is definitely on the horizon, and there's a lot to look forward to. Depending on what your team has or has not done during the offseason, you're going to have cuts. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to make some signings if you don't feel confident about your team. And I'm looking forward to eventually be doing a Cowboys show with me, Kevin, also Tyler Butler of Enough with the BS podcast. We may just do a conference call line and just get different Cowboys fans calling in, giving their takes and opinions. I think that'll be good to hear people and how they feel about the Cowboys going into the season. We escaped, and as I say we, as in Cowboys fans, we escaped Zeke getting suspended. That was a huge lift off of Cowboys fans' shoulders. And shout out to ABM. Thank you for tuning in. City's Driving, tuning in. Appreciate you. So that's some of the NFL news from the week. I would be 100% with the players to not want to accept that deal to extend it to 18 games. So the big trade from this week. I was at work last night. I was not checking my phone. My phone was buzzing, was going off. I took a break. I look at the phone and it says Russell Westbrook. So I'm like, okay, maybe the trade is officially going down. Who's it going to be? Is it Miami? Is it the Knicks? When I said Knicks, I should have just slapped myself. The Knicks not going to be involved. Okay, as much as we the media, we people, we as in Knicks fans, shout out to Jennifer in the building. Thank you for tuning in. We want to put the Knicks in the conversations, but they're not. They're not really in it. There's just people talking about it, but they're not really truly included in what's going on. So I look at my phone.